Hey everybody, it's Brian Haskins, and I wanted to talk a little bit about a recent case study of a deal that I just closed. And on this video, I'm going to share with you exactly how I was able to find this lead source, walk you through the deal, and then show you how I sold it so you can get an idea of what's working in today's market. So let's go ahead and jump right on in. The property address is 5709 Chippewa, and this is the case study. Now, typically, I don't do a lot of case studies or even show pictures of checks, and really the only reason why is just because, I mean, honestly, I forget. A lot of times I either don't get checks or I typically get a lot of wire transfers, or whenever I do get a check, I just forget to make a copy of it and show it to you guys. So I apologize. This is one of the things that I've kind of, made it one of my almost like New Year's resolutions this year is to kind of do more case studies for you, show you exactly what's working in today's market, and show you the kind of money that I'm making, so you can see that it is real and that it's really easy to do. So let's go ahead and jump right on in. I hope you enjoyed this case study, and again, look for more to come. I'm going to make a very good effort in trying to make this a regular thing. So here we go. Here's a picture of the check. You can see I made $12,979.62. So that is basically $13,000 that I made in this deal, and it closed 3/25/2011. Okay. So let's talk a little bit about how did I get this deal. Basically, a guy called me from a response to a Craigslist ad. And what that means is basically I found his ad on Craigslist. It was a motivated seller that wanted to sell. And I basically just responded to his ad, and then he called me back. I set an appointment and put the house under contract. So it was very simple. This didn't come for any kind of bandit sign or direct mail or anything. It came from Craigslist. Typically a lot of people think that Craigslist doesn't work anymore in today's market. Craigslist does work, and at the end of this video, I'm going to show you exactly how I found this person on Craigslist. And it was pretty cool. It was a real simple deal, and I'm going to go ahead and walk you through it. Let's go ahead and go to the next slide, which talks a little bit about the story of how I got this house under contract. Basically, the gentleman bought this house for his son, paid almost $200,000 for this property. Bought it about a few years ago when the market was really high, and he paid all cash for the property. This was an older gentleman, about 90, 92 years old, I think is what he said he was. And his son was about 50. And his son basically didn't really have a job, didn't really have much going for him. His dad wanted to help him out, so he bought this house. The son, I believe, was on disability and was supposed to pay his father back. Son lived there for a few years, didn't pay any rent. His son ended up trashing the place. But whenever the father had initially bought the house a few years ago, it was rehabbed. So a lot of the major systems were fine. The roof was fine. Air conditioner was fine. There was just a lot of cosmetic things that needed to be done because the son that lived there for a few years basically just trashed the property. So again, the son never paid any rent, didn't take any care of it at all. The dad was really upset, so the dad wanted to basically sell the property. So there was a lot of motivation there. He was really angry. The cool thing about it was he had equity. He had tons and tons of equity because he bought the house for cash. And the other good news was the guy knew that he was going to have to take a loss on the property because the market had shifted so much. So this was a really good situation for me to be in because he knew that he needed to take a loss and he had tons of equity. So it was great. So let's talk a little bit about putting the actual deal together. Again, like I said, the dad was finally motivated and knew that he had to take a loss on the property. He didn't care what he had to do. He just wanted to be out from underneath this thing, and he didn't want to help his son anymore. I know that's sad, but he got to his breaking point and just had to move on. So he wanted to cut his losses. So what I did was I found some really low comps and some REOs, and I wanted to use those to negotiate with the gentleman and get a very good price. Now again, this property, he paid $200,000 for this property at the peak of the market. Now here in St. Louis, we've had definitely a downturn like most of the other areas, but it really isn't a huge downturn. to where basically it's not like hundreds of thousands of dollars. We just don't have the market for that here in St. Louis. But what I did find was a lot of REOs and a lot of short sales that were on the market for around $100,000 and less. Now, there was one particular property that kind of worried me. It was under contract for, it was a short sale. It was around $65,000. And the thing with short sales, a lot of them don't necessarily get approved. A lot of times they're marketed for much less than what they actually get approved for. So that was the only one that was kind of hanging out there. I thought, well, if someone sees this property out there for $65,000 that's under contract, I might have a hard time selling this unless I get it under a really, really good deal. I was able to negotiate this contract down under $80,000. I don't actually have the contract with me right now while I'm making this video, but I know the contract we got it under was $80,000. It was under $80,000. I'm not sure the exact price, but I will definitely look into that, and I'll make sure that I post it on the blog. But I just don't have it while I'm making this video. But we got under contract. I believe I want to say it was quite a bit under $80,000, and we were able to find a buyer and make about $13,000 on this particular deal. And the way I was able to do this is I was able to show the gentleman the comps of his market. I was able to show him lower comps, REOs and stuff like that, to kind of justify to him what houses were selling for. So I was able to get the house under contract, and then I was able to find multiple buyers that wanted to make offers. We actually got a bidding war going on this particular property, and ended up getting the house under contract, made about $13,000. The deal closed up within about a week. We found a cash buyer. Since there was no loans or anything to be had on the property, it was a real simple deal. Worked out really, really, really well, and I put about $13,000 in my pocket. So basically, that's how the deal went together. It was real simple, and I want to talk a little bit about how I found this particular lead on Craigslist and how you can do the same thing, because Craigslist is free, and I know a lot of people out there are looking for free ways to basically put these kinds of deals together. So let's talk a little bit about kind of the overview, maybe some things that I learned about this, some things you can kind of take away. One of the biggest things was that you need to find people with a strong urge or need to sell. You can't find people that want to sell. You need to find people that need to sell. Okay. This particular gentleman needed to sell. He was tired of his son taking advantage of him. He basically wanted to get out from underneath of it, and was just really, really, really discouraged and just kind of sick of the entire thing. So he just wanted to get out from underneath of it. Second thing is you need to find people with lots of equity. Now, you have to understand, in wholesaling, finding people with equity, it's a numbers game. You need to get in front of lots of people, make lots of offers, and find people that have equity. Not every lead is going to have enough equity for you to be able to buy it and make a huge profit, and basically, make offers and actually have the ability to sell to you on a discounted rate. A lot of people just don't have the equity. The next thing is that if you have a really good deal, buyers are everywhere. You hear all the time, oh, this market's bad, there's no buyers, this and that, and all these different things. You know what? There are buyers out there, and you know what? I've got a really good case study here that even proved that there are good buyers, because we were able to get a bidding war on this particular property. So worked out really, really, really well. This deal, again, netted me about $13,000 after all, expenses paid and all that kind of stuff. So, and really only took me an hour or two to put this deal together. So let's talk a little bit about the lead source. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Craigslist, my gosh, Craigslist doesn't work anymore. What are you talking about? That, could work in a few years ago. Basically, Craigslist still works, and the way that I'm using Craigslist right now is not necessarily posting ads and waiting for people to respond to me, but responding to other people's ads. Now, this is very time consuming, but it works. And the cool thing is there are many, many sites out there that you can use this on. You can use it on eBay Classifieds, Backpage, Kijiji, Oodle. There's tons and tons of different websites out there that you can do this on. And I actually found a way to completely automate this. And it's really cool, and I'm going to show you exactly how I was able to automate this here in a few moments. But basically, the goal is you search all these different websites for certain keywords, such as motivated seller, must sell, tons of equity, must sell today, foreclosure, all these different things that would make it sound like a motivated seller, these are the things that you're going to be searching for. And then you're going to respond to these people and make offers on their property. And I'm going to show you exactly how you can automate it by using a really cool piece of software. So let me go ahead and switch over to the software, and I'm going to show you how you can do the exact same thing. All right, here we are on this software. I'm going to reveal the name of this software to you in a little bit. Basically, the way that I have been able to put this on autopilot is by using a simple software that you basically create campaigns, and then these campaigns, once you just click start on them, they run automatically. And you set these campaigns for hundreds of different websites out there and for hundreds of different keywords, and they basically just crank out leads each and every day. There's some days I wake up to 300, even 400 potential leads in my inbox. The coolest thing about this software is that it allows you to automate it, and not only does it automatically send you these leads, it automatically sends an email template to the motivated seller, and the email template can say, "Hi, I'm an investor looking to buy this particular property from you," or it could say, it could already have an offer in it. I mean, whatever you want to do, you can set it up so it's automated and runs 100% without you on complete autopilot. So again, you're going to get leads every single day in your inbox, and it's up to you how many you want to get. And they're already going to be pre-qualified because they match your certain keywords that you're looking for, so you know they're going to be motivated. And then the new cool thing about it is that, again, like I said, it will automatically send these email responses to these people. So let's see this thing in action. All right, now on this particular lead source, what you would do, you would click on the lead source button on this software, and what it's going to do, it's going to open up a tab that is going to basically allow you to create a search on a certain website. So what you'll do is we're going to go to new record, and what it's going to do for us, it's going to allow us to name this lead source. And for this particular lead source, we'll just go ahead and call it motivated seller. This is what we're going to search for in Craigslist. So then we're going to open up Craigslist. All right, we're going to search real estate for sale. We want to search by owner. That way we don't get any listings for agents. And we're going to go ahead and type in motivated seller. And then we're going to go ahead and click search. And we got 57 leads. So there's 57 potential leads. What we're going to do now, we're going to go down here and you just copy the RSS feed, and then you take it back over, you paste it in, and then you click save record. All right, so that is really simple. Okay, so we basically save this record. The next thing to do is we want to go in and we want to create an email template to send those people automatically. So it's really cool. There's a ton of really cool email templates already created that you can use. We'll just go ahead and use the sample default one. I'll go ahead and open that one up and show you the sample default one. Alright, you can edit it just like Word, but basically it's got all this different information in here. You can modify it, you can make your own, or you can just use this one. So once we get that set up, we're going to go ahead and click save record, because that's what we want to send out. And then what we're going to do is, now that we have the lead source picked, all right, we already have the lead source, which is Craigslist, but we could do this on Backpage or eBay Classified, any site that has listings we could do it on. And since we already have that set up, we already have our email template set up. Now we'll go over to campaign, and we're going to go ahead and make this run, and it's going to run automatically each and every day for us. So it's only taken us a few moments to set up, and basically it's been just a few moments. So we're going to type in motivated seller, since that was the name of our campaign. The feed, which was the one we copied from Craigslist, was motivated seller, and we're going to use the email template, the sample default autoresponder, and we're going to have the emails come from me. And then if we want to make it active and go ahead and run that, all we do is click yes and click save record. Okay, so that's it. You basically save your campaign, and it's basically going to run completely on autopilot for you. I mean, this is an absolute game changer. This is so amazing. You're going to get emails in your inbox every day from these people. It does it all on autopilot for you. You never have to worry about it again. And the coolest thing is, you can set this up for tons of keywords on tons of different campaigns. I mean, it doesn't have to be Craigslist. It can be, hundreds of different sites out there. It's so simple to use, so simple to set up, and once you set it up once, it's done. You get leads every day. There's some days, like I said, I wake up with 300-400 leads in my inbox, and I just go ahead, respond to them, see who takes my lowball offer, and basically just close deals from it. There's nothing easier than this, and the coolest thing about it is you just set it up once and it's done. All right. There's no fee or anything like that because these sites are free that you're going to be posting on. The only fee that you have is with the software. Now, there's no monthly fees or anything like that with the software. It's a one-time fee. And the one-time fee is super, super low. I mean, but you have to understand this is a complete game changer. This basically gives you leads each and every day in your inbox. You never have to worry about, other marketing again if you don't want to. It's going to save you so much money, so much time. So it's really, really cool. And if you want to find out more about using this tool, there's a link right below this video. You can check that link out. You'll be able to see how much it costs for the one-time fee for this software. Then you'll be able to use it again. You're going to be absolutely surprised and shocked at how affordable this is. I just don't want to say it on this video in case something changes or something like that if you're watching this video a little bit later on down the road. But it's absolutely ridiculous how cheap it is. I want you to go ahead and check out the link right below this video so you can sign up and start to use this and start to get leads in your inbox each and every day. I'm using this in my own business. It's one of my favorite lead sources. It's quickly becoming one of the most profitable things I'm doing in my business, and it's definitely the cheapest thing because it's just a simple one-time fee, and then I don't have to pay each and every month. So again, go ahead and check out the link right below this video. This is how I got the deal on this particular case study. This is what's working for me. I mean, I made $13,000. And one thing that I want to also point out with this particular software that's been so cool is that I've been able to use it for buyers as well. I'm able to find buyers on these different websites, and I'm also able to use it just to kind of grow my business. So there's a ton of different opportunities. It's been great, getting this all set up for my business. I've made so much extra money doing this, and I highly, highly recommend that if anybody is tight on funds and doesn't want to have that recurring fee each and every month, you need to get started with this software tool. And you should be able to easily start closing deals right away because you're going to be dealing with so many motivated sellers. And that's the biggest thing with wholesaling is that, it's a numbers game. You got to get in front of lots of people. This is going to get you in front of lots of people. So it's really exciting and that it's so affordable and anybody can get started. So go ahead and click the link right below this video to get started. You'll find out all the information about this particular software, and you can start using it as well. So again, this is Brian Haskins, and I hope you enjoyed this video.